In the summer of 1944, there was one rule in the tank battles of Normandy that every German commander knew by heart: kill the Firefly first. If you were a Tiger tank commander, you felt invincible against standard American Shermans. Their shells would bounce off your armor like hail on a tin roof. You could sit back at 1,000 meters and pick them off for sport. But the Firefly, that was different. The Sherman Firefly was the only tank the Allies had that scared the hell out of the SS. It carried the massive British 17-pounder anti-tank gun, a weapon with so much velocity it could crack a Tiger open like a walnut from a kilometer away. The Germans were terrified of it. Their tactical manuals were explicit: scan the enemy formation, identify the long-barreled tanks, and destroy them immediately. Ignore the others. Kill the long gun. This turned the Firefly crews into the most hunted men in Europe. They knew that the moment they rolled out of the tray line, every German gunner in the sector was looking for that long barrel. Being in a Firefly was a death sentence, so the Canadians and the British got creative. They realized they couldn't hide the tank, but maybe they could hide the gun. They didn't use high-tech stealth technology. They used a bucket of paint. It was a technique called counter-shading, a visual hack designed to exploit the limitations of the human eye. Here is the genius of it. The 17-pounder barrel was significantly longer than the standard 75mm gun. That length was the giveaway. So the crews painted the front half of the barrel, the underside, in a bright shade of sky blue or white. The top half remained olive drab. From a distance of 800 yards, looking through the shaky optics of a German tank, the white paint blended perfectly with the horizon or the sky. The barrel appeared to end halfway down its actual length. It was a simple optical illusion, but it worked on the brain's depth perception. A German Tiger commander would pop his hatch, scan the field, and see a group of Shermans. He would look at the barrels. His brain would tell him, those are all short barrel 75S, harmless. I can take my time. He wouldn't prioritize the threat. He would relax. And that split second of hesitation was the kill. While the German was deciding which target to engage, the Firefly gunner was already dialing in the range. The short gun would erupt with a blinding flash, sending a solid shot, tungsten penetrator, screaming across the valley at 2,900 feet per second. The Tiger crew wouldn't even hear the shot before the armor shattered. This is the definition of asymmetric warfare. The Germans spent millions of Reichsmarks engineering the Tiger: thick armor, complex optics, heavy transmission. The Allies defeated it with $5 worth of paint and a little bit of psychology. It drives home a brutal truth about combat. Superior engineering is great, but human ingenuity is lethal. The counter-shading hack didn't save every Firefly, but it bought them time. And in a tank duel, time is the only currency that matters. It allowed a mediocre tank with a big gun to stand toe-to-toe with the monsters of the Wehrmacht and win. It proved that sometimes the most dangerous weapon on the battlefield isn't the one with the most armor, it's the one you don't see coming until it's too late. The Tiger was a beast, but the paintbrush was the giant slayer.